My brain and body need to be connected. Every single time I start speaking, every single time I actually genuinely change my state of being into a more powerful person, I always feel better. I don't remember, literally, I don't remember the last time I have woke up with energy, started speaking into my phone, and felt worse about it. Do you know what I mean? So I need to that's what I need to buy. I need to buy a car, port. I need to buy a car phone holder so I can just drive, be completely tapped in. And get more shredded. So what is it that I actually want? I'm doing this because I don't want to be weaker. I'm doing this because this is what I have control over. I'm doing this because I believe in God, and I believe that every single thing you do leaves an imprint in your mind. Every single habit, every single repetition, every single repetitive animal habit leaves a groove in your brain. And the more you do it, the stronger that groove gets. So get more shredded. If I benched 265 pounds yesterday with my fucking upper body. I fucking benched that shit. That was the most I've ever benched in my fucking life. The only reason I got there is because I've been training every day, all the time, every day. Training constantly, always getting more shredded, always pushing myself harder. So my body simply adapts to that stimuli. So if I want to get better at solar, I have to fucking go through more struggle. If I want to get better at solar, do you know what I need to do? I need to get more no's, more objections, more failures, because it's not the wins that teach you how to go solar. It's not the wins, it's not the easy shit that gives you experience. It's the difficulties, it's the problems that you later go and solve. That's how you overcome strength. That's how you overcome weakness. Do you think the world champion fighters just got to be a world champion without getting punched in the face ever? No, they have to get punched in the face. You have to go through loss. You have to go through struggle in order to finally overcome that weakness and turn it into strength. So when I'm sitting here and my back hurts or whatever, or I get a little bit of pressure in one area of my body and I don't relieve it instantly, it's like that's what kills me inside. Anything that disrupts the flow of oxygen in the body is slowly killing you, and it decreases your spirit and it decreases your testosterone. Cortisol, stress, anything that disrupts the flow of oxygen throughout your body is slowly going to cause stress, and it's slowly going to kill you over time. That's why smoking weed every day and smoking cigarettes every day slowly kills you, because your body never has an actual chance to unpack all that shit. So, whatsoever you do, do so in the name of God. God has commanded me to post on social media regardless of the outcome, regardless of who sees it, regardless of what happens. I need to be posting on social media every single fucking day, because that is my life's purpose. I was placed on this earth to save the fucking world. God created me so I could be as bright and positive and shining beacon of positivity as I possibly can. All you really can do is, at the end of the day, is just try to serve others and try your best. What can you really do other than try your best? Sure, maybe you can ask people for help and find a better way of doing things, or maybe find a new kind of different method or a different new path to actually solve your problems. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to solve the problems for you. Unless you're a woman and you can just put on some makeup and then get carried away by a man off like Bowser kidnapping Princess Peach. That's why they call it manifesting, because the women are like, oh, I'm manifesting. I believe in myself. I'm going to do all of this. I am raising my vibration. And then a man will come and take them away to their castle and marry them. And then they're like, oh my God, I manifested it. Yeah, that's why it's called manifesting. You manifested a man. Manifesting. So I'm fucking sitting here in my car, speaking into my phone, because my brain convinced me that's what I have to do in order to survive. I have to do this instead of sitting there scrolling, sitting there empty, just letting the world subconsciously programming me, letting my mind become empty and shallow and my breathing become slow and shallow. That's not what's going to move the needle in my business. That's not what is going to make me more shredded. Do you understand? No amount of sitting around consuming social media content is going to make me rich. What did Sam Ovens say? Find out what actions you need to take to build your business. Find out what you actually have to do to move the needle in your business, what you actually have to do to make money, and then remove every single stimuli from your life that is not that. So I guess speaking into my phone is sort of a solution, but in reality, I'm still just releasing dopamine. I'm doing this because it feels good. This feels better than sitting here alone in my thoughts. When I get up to Orange City, knocking on doors and talking to those fucking homeowners feels better than just sitting alone in my own thoughts doing nothing. At the end of the day, the mission is all you have. All you have is all you need. So don't think about, oh, I need this in order to survive. Dude, I know you're probably thinking, oh, my body hurts, my back hurts, this hurts, that hurts, my vagina hurts, wah, wah, wah. The only thing that pain does is focus your attention on that little area of your body. It's like cracking open a soda can. It's carbonated soda can. There's just pressure in your back, so you massage it or you stretch it and the pressure gets released. It's the same thing with everything. Pain and attention and dopamine just attracts your brain to that specific area, to that force. Attracts your brain and makes you gravitate towards that force. Why are attractive, beautiful women release so much dopamine in the brain? Because it literally activates your brain and magnetizes you. It attracts you towards them. An attractive woman, it's a fucking magnet. It magnetizes your brain towards it. So what can I do to make my brain absolutely obsessed with the mission? What if it turned out better than I could possibly imagine? And that's so fucking easy. So I have to be speaking into my phone. I can't be wasting time. I have to be speaking into my phone as much as humanly possible. I'm fucking filming a podcast right now in my car driving to work. I have 39 minutes left. Look, 39 minutes left until I get to my destination. I'm gonna go knock on some fucking doors and make some motherfucking sales. So why on earth would I allow myself to sit down on the couch, scrolling on Twitter, allowing my mind to be empty and my breaths to be shallow and just fucking empty, shallow thoughts, allowing the demons to possess me? Listen, demons can only possess an empty vessel. If you were a child of God, going to church every Sunday, connected, on a purpose, on a mission, how could you possibly fall to the lower depths of your fucking controlling habits? How could you possibly let that happen? It's like the unhappy children, the unhappy kids, the fat kids, the addicted kids to food, the addicted kids to video games, the kids who do not have their life in order. The only reason that happens is because they don't have something greater to focus on. The stronger force always wins. If I have a big tribe of monkeys and we're all dancing around, eating fruit all day, running around, having fun, why would I possibly just run away out on my lonesome and just, go succumb to weakness and be alone and be a loner and abandon the tribe? It's like, no, that only happens when the stronger force always wins. That only happens when your brain thinks, I have better chances of survival if I leave the tribe than to continue staying in here and be looked at negatively. It's the same reason why in football, when I hurt my back and I started to get bullied, I started to gravitate away from football and I started to do other things and I started to, go to chorus and go to do all that shit. It's because I did not have that pure, bright, exciting tribal mission with all those football guys, because they started bullying me. I didn't like it anymore. I stopped receiving the dopamine, the validation from all those people, and I started gravitating towards a different group of people in high school. It's the same reason why the fat, ugly nerds always gravitate towards the weird Dungeons and Dragons and fucking video game nerds is because they don't get any validation from the popular football kids. The popular football kids look down on them with disgust and make fun of them and point names, call them names and point fingers. So naturally, the stronger force always wins. So you're going to gravitate what gives you the most dopamine, what attracts your mind the most. Your mind is a magnet. What do you want to attract? And I don't mean that gay law of attraction bullshit. I'm manifesting wealth. I am abundant. I blah, 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 that fucking gay shit. Because all that really does, deep down, is just plant some vision in your imagination. That's all your mind knows how to do. You were created in the image of God. Don't you understand? Your mind can imagine absolutely anything. Like you can justify absolutely any actions, right? So when you see a fucking quote unquote trans activist chopping kids' dicks off, affirming their delusions. I forgot where I was going with that. When you see a fucking trans activist like chopping kids' dicks off and affirming those delusions, you just have to understand that is just a dopamine release in the brain. The brain just got attracted into that force. If I was filled with hormones and I was had my hormones out of whack and I was drinking tap water and estrogen and chemicals all day and eating fucking poison and my hormones were completely destroyed and out of whack, so you know what I would do? I'd probably fucking be trans too. But I eat steak and potatoes every day and eggs and raw milk and bone marrow because I'm that nigga. So there's a reason why I'm doing this. My brain is attracted to different things than most people. And I don't mean like some gay shit. I just mean when I wake up, I whip out my fucking phone and I start speaking because that's what my brain has attracted me to do. That's the most strongest force in my life. The stronger force always wins. So if TikTok is the strongest force in your life, the only thing that tells me is you have absolutely nothing else to focus on. Your life is so empty that the strongest force that is going to attract your mind, that releases your dopamine, is fucking scrolling on social media. And it's sad because given a choice, most children these days would choose sitting there alone with the infinite dopamine release of TikTok, as much dopamine as they could possibly fucking fathom, compared to actually struggling and going out into society and trying to talk to those football kids who keep making fun of them because they're so fat and disgusting and revolting to look at. Obviously, if I was fat and disgusting and revolting to look at, like all these fucking soy boys, I would be fucking inside scrolling on TikTok all day too. That's why I tell you, get more shredded. Change your hormones so you become attracted to different things. It's a hormone problem. Why do you think gay people, they always have such like big fluffy cheeks? It's because of the hormones. It's because of the submissive gay hormones. Why do I look so shredded? I benched 265 pounds yesterday in the gym, most I've ever benched in my life, because I'm fucking shredded. It's because my hormones are motivating me to go down that path. Don't you understand? There was a time in high school where I did nothing but smoke weed all day and do drugs and eat poison and eat candy and just reward myself fucking endlessly. And now I'm the exact opposite. Well, I mean, I guess I'm doing nothing but reward myself now because look at me. I'm speaking into my phone. I'm just walking around. I'm just still. All I do is whatever the fuck I feel like. I'm still just doing what feels good, you know? So what can I do right now that's going to make the rest of my life so much easier? What can I do right now that will solve my problem? And that is create some sort of environment or create some sort of identity where all of my problems instantly get solved. So like if I locked myself in a room and the only thing in front of me was a whiteboard and a yoga mat on the floor to sleep on, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing my brain would gravitate towards. That's the only thing I would look at. So if there was if an environment existed where every single thing that exists in there calls my attention to the mission, if there is a reality where every second of every day, the only thing my mind even reacts to is the next task ahead, the next mission, the next work, the next dopamine, what would that look like? And it would look extremely clean and bright and focused. That's what it would look like. I would have to completely focus my eyeballs, get rid of it. Literally, what Sam Ovens said, Find the actual actions, find the task you need to do to move the needle in your business, and then remove all sources of stimuli that are not that. So consuming content, consuming Hassan's voice notes, consuming all that shit, it's just fucking useless. All he says is do more, do more, do more, do more, and that's true. I have to do more. But just sitting there and allowing Hassan to program my mind, just thinking, oh yeah, do more, do more, do more. That's just gonna make me do more of blind consuming, mindless, empty, shallow consumption. So I need to get more shredded. I need to speak into my phone even more. And I need to put myself in a state of being where the only thing my brain and body can even fucking think about is the next door, the next mission, the next homeowner. So what is it that I really want? I want to get more shredded. Isn't that what everybody wants? Every single person on this planet, we all want the same thing, to feel better, to achieve our vision, to return to homeostasis. It's just an energy transfer. So when you go to your hometown friends and you go talk to them after not seeing them for a while, it's like, hey, how you doing? What have you been up to? And then their mind is going to picture immediately, their subconscious mind is just going to picture whatever they've been doing the past couple months. When I was smoking weed all day, my friends were like, hey, how you doing? I'd be like, oh, good, just fucking, trying my best, doing whatever. And then that's my brain would picture. It doesn't even matter who you are. It doesn't matter how conscious you are. It doesn't matter how shredded you are. The only thing that matters is your subconscious mind is automatically just going to regurgitate whatever has been programming in there, repeating and repeating and repeating. Repetition and repetitive habits create a sort of groove in the mind. So when you see someone scrolling on TikTok over and over and over and over and over, that institutes such a strong groove in your mind that it's almost impossible to break consciously. So I'd be scrolling on TikTok at home, scrolling, and several times I'd have the thought, I should probably stop scrolling, But in reality, I'd hear the garage door open, my mom would get home, or a door would open, I'd be like shot awake. I would get startled by a noise, and it would change my state of being. It would raise my level of consciousness to where the video was no longer programming me. I would hear a bump in the night, I would hear a door open, I'd be like, and then my brain would literally have more energy inside of it. Like the blood, like just when you work out a muscle or when you get a boner, just like when you're working on a muscle in the gym and the blood pools into that muscle, the same thing happens with your brain with TikTok. It just makes all of the blood leave your brain and you're just empty and subconscious, ready to be programmed. That's why I listen to like Greek god music and like fucking Latin spirituals and holy music and spirituals and church music and stuff like that. I listen to like opera music and classical music because it fuels your mind. When I listen to a Greek opera or an Italian opera singer, it literally makes your mind more powerful. It makes more blood rush into your brain and it makes you more powerful. Why would you not want to be more powerful? It just doesn't make any sense. I want to be more powerful. Everybody on the planet wants to be more powerful. But if you are so empty and you feel like fucking shit all day, every day, your subconscious mind, your little animal brain, is just going to trick you into thinking, to feel better, to feel more powerful, I need to be scrolling on TikTok to return to my natural state of being. Your brain is just attracted to things that are going to increase your chances of survival. Do you think your brain was designed to keep you happy or to keep you alive? Your brain was not designed to keep your belly full all the time, to keep you just sedated and happy all the time. It was designed to motivate you to avoid pain and move towards what felt good. That's why sugary foods feel good, because it's very easily to digest. That's why fatty meats taste good, because they're very filling. That's why these hyper palatable salty foods taste so good. Because, get this, because they attract the brain more. They release more dopamine attraction magnetic chemicals in your brain, and it literally magnetizes your brain towards that activity. Your brain is just a magnet. It's not designed to keep you happy. It's designed to keep you alive. So the only things that are going to activate your brain, release that dopamine, need to be things that move you forward. Stuff that moves you faster. Everything in your life has to be going in the same direction, faster, towards the mission, towards the end goal. You can't just keep sacrificing yourself. You can't just keep sacrificing one more day, because time is all you have. Money is just a condensed form of time. You work a 40-hour week, you get a little bit of a paycheck. You literally have the time of other people when you have a bunch of money. It's like, I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yo, I'll pay you to edit my videos, because I don't have the time to edit videos. I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to do that fucking nerd shit, typing on the little phone, doing all that shit. Why would I want to do that? So deep down, when you see somebody and they're fucking just scrolling on TikTok all day, just understand their brain has convinced them that that is the actions they need to take in order to survive, because your brain just attracts the stronger force. The stronger force always wins. If you're sitting at home eating food with your parents and you're just sitting around eating food, watch TV all day, you're not going to want to go out and go to the gym, because the stronger force, your survival instincts, is going to want you to keep eating, because it takes less effort and it gives you more dopamine. It's more attractive to the brain. The same reason why like a little infant toddler baby will just like point at something and cry and scream instead of actually walking over to the item and grabbing it. It's because it takes less energy. If they whine and scream and point to something, maybe that will get them the thing they want. It's just all just energy, dopamine. So realize subconsciously, no matter what you do, you're always going to be motivated to just give up and do what takes the least amount of effort that gives you the most amount of dopamine. So that's why I fast all day, every day. I eat nothing. I just drink coffee, I drink water, I run around all day like a fucking Greek god, and then I train extremely hard at night. And I've been hitting bench PRs. I deadlifted more than I've ever deadlifted in my fucking life. I've gotten so fucking shredded. I am bigger than I've ever been. I'm more powerful, more shredded. Why on earth would I sacrifice my mission now and make myself slower and more submissive and more gay and more weak? Why would I make myself less powerful? And the only reason I can think of is if I'm actually in the state of being, if my body is in the state of being where I'm so fucking empty. The only reason I would ever consume poison, right, is if I feel so empty and sick and I feel so shitty and I feel so just sludge inside my body, so waste, so sick, that the only way my brain can think of to feel better is to actually succumb to those low, slow animal habits. So just understand, when you feel shitty, when you feel sad, when you feel empty, when you feel sick, when you feel any other emotion than a 100% God-charged dead sprint towards your target ahead, you just have to change your state of being and do anything that makes your blood move faster. I do a set of push-ups usually before my dinner. I'll drop down, do a bunch of push-ups till I'm red in the face, till I can't really do them anymore, and then I'll sit down, gratitude for the moment, eat my fucking dinner. So if you feel slow, make your body move faster. If you feel sad, do something that's difficult, that makes you angry, and then by definition, that next moment, you're gonna feel more happy. Because all your experiences are relative. You have to change your mind so the only thing your brain genuinely wants to do, the only thing your magnet mind is attracted to, is the next task, the next mission. So you guys don't have to believe me. I'm just some fucking random 20-year-old guy in my car driving to go knock on doors for solar panels. I don't have my life figured out. I'm not perfect. But I am better than you. If you were watching this video, I am better than you. I'm speaking into my phone. I'm creating, and you are consuming. Your mind is empty. Your mind is slow. You're in a slow state of being. So do something to return the energy to your mind. Do something to make you more powerful. Drink some coffee, drink some water, do some fucking push-ups. Whenever my cousin makes a mistake or like drops something or just like does something just by accident or does some stupid little unconscious habit, I'm like, dog, if you had 10 million coffees and 20,000 push-ups today, that wouldn't have happened. Because you would be so conscious, so in control, there would be no possible reality where you don't get what you want. If you drank 100 coffees and 10,000 push-ups, you wouldn't have dropped that phone on the floor. You wouldn't have accidentally said this thing. You wouldn't have accidentally done that, because you have so much power and you understand exactly where it's going. So if you don't have control over your life, it's because you're not exerting yourself. It's because you're not fighting hard enough. It's because you're not chasing the target ahead. So if you don't see a path forward, if your mind, if your little vision, if your little magnet can't blindly follow a path and just follow something, you have to find a different path. You have to get more shredded so your brain is attracted to different things. In high school, my brain was attracted to drugs, and it was attracted to shitty foods, and it was attracted to easy, low, instant gratification rewards. And now my brain is attracted to fighting and working and chasing the next target ahead. So if you're not where you want to be, if you're not as shredded as me, if you don't bench 265 pounds like it's fucking nothing, how about you get in the gym? How about you stop eating? How about you stop drinking? Go on a fast like Jesus. No food, no water, fasting like Jesus. And your brain will be literally attracted to different things. If you stop eating food, stop drinking water, I promise you, your brain will not be attracted to TikTok. It will not be attracted to those small instant gratification habits. Your brain will be attracted to the next target ahead. So start fasting, get more shredded.